I am NetMoverSitan. Welcome to Aporia, Beyond the Valley, a first-person puzzle game where, due to lack of words both spoken and visual, figuring out the story will be a little more difficult, but not impossible. It looks like you've been asleep for quite some time. I don't know why it took you this long to be woken up, but yeah, you might want to take that. This will be useful for what's ahead. So we have a chronicler, a ranger / hunter. Actually, hunter, let's go with that. A herbalist, a builder, an astrologer. That's you, isn't it? And a navigator, and I don't think this one's alive. Yeah, nothing else here, and 6 of you were responsible for a city to be built. Let's see what this does. Ooh. Okay. We have a bird-headed alchemist, and he was preparing some alchemical brew and poured it into the vial that you plugged into the pedestal. You then went to the hunter and explained to him what this vial is and what it does, and the power it bestows. The hunter was in awe of it and vowed to use it responsibly. The hunter handed out the vials to the rest of you and explained what they did. Just before he led them on a journey. He then kept on explaining the power of the vial. You and the others were in awe of it. You and the others met the alchemist. The hunter demonstrated the power of the vial by using it to open a door. Well, at least you know what to do in order to get out of here. Plug the vial into the pedestal and... yeah. Oh, and here's some advice. Find a way to recharge that. or refill it. Well, whatever you called it. Oh, you're distracted by, well, understandably, your surroundings, and it's clearly been abandoned long enough for it to be overgrown. Yeah, nature is taking over. What's happened here? Well, keep looking around and you'll find out. We both will. Ah, well, at least we know how to recharge this now. And I know that sounded a bit redundant. Oh, and if you hear a voice telling you to go somewhere, I'd listen to it. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about someone that you once knew. Oh, you can use this as a light. Yeah, you can use this as a light source, and yeah, you're gonna need to get rid of these stones if you want to get out of this ruined building. Well, certainly have some decent artisans here, or rather, they had decent artisans. Considering the crane statues. Oh yeah, we'll build a friend's hand. Yeah, before moving on, let's make sure that it's as charged as possible. Okay, good to know. You can swim. Just remember, you need to breathe. Yeah, this one requires more than one. It should work now. Now let's see what we have over here. Yeah. I want to look around as I have a suspicion of what happened here. Oh, how are you not seeing this? Yeah, now you notice. The people around here have been dead for quite some time. Long enough for the flesh on their bones to be eaten away. Yes, that's the mother and child. Whatever happened here, it happened too quickly for everyone to react. It's also something that doesn't discriminate. Let's look around. See if we can get more clues as to what happened. This culture clearly centers around you and the others. Ooh, what do we have here? Well, at least now you have a vague indication of where to go. You just need to look for a door with a hammer on it. Then cross the river and head towards something bigger than this. Well, something nicer looking anyway. Oh yeah. The world is ending, so you decide, I'm not gonna die sober. Right. Nothing else for you here. Might as well move on. Yeah, once you go down, I don't think you'll be able to get back up again. Okay. Let's see. Huh. Yeah. You'll need to line that. Ah. Well, at least you know what to do with those. Right, let's see what this has to show. Ah, the alchemist and I presume his wife was seeing someone off for a, well, from what I presume to be a death ritual. Then The alchemist was walking along the path, lighting it up with his vial, and then discovered a fast-growing plant. Well, a plant that grew fast due to the vial. He decided to see what would happen if he put it in a bowl and poured hot water on it, creating a medicinal tea. And the results were encouraging. No more arthritis. He told you this and decided to have you try it out. Try it out on your patients? Oh, so you're a nurse. So, you prepared the miraculous plant into a medicinal tea. The patient, desperate to try anything that might work, wanted you to pour it in him. And the effects were quite clear, as not only was he able to get out of bed, he was healthy enough to walk unaided. Well, if you find yourself injured, you know what to eat, don't you? Well, unless you can find something else to eat around here, and yeah, you might want to avoid that ground. Ah, yes. Just as depicted. Oh, I see you want to make sure that the way is lit. In case, for some bizarre reason, you believe you need to get back. A man and his son were fishing. The son fell out of the boat and was swept along the waterfall, with his father trying to save him with the help of his wife. The parents mourn the passing of their child. The father continues fishing, haunted by that memory. Yeah. Best move on, as you need to find a way across the river. Yeah. I'm thinking that smelter is the source of this. Doing. Yeah, best do it quickly is. Yep. That smoke is the source of the black smoke, and it's clear that it brings death, and not just to the surrounding plant life. I suspect that whatever happened here happened on a much larger scale than that. And you survived mostly because you're in stasis. Where it was able to shield you from the harmful effects. And you were supposed to revive sometime after it was safe to come out. No. I'm familiar with this, and that'd be a bit too obvious, wouldn't it? I suspect what you need is somewhere above these treetops. Oh, and here's some advice. If you see some killer koalas, those that surround you and try and beat you up, just kill them. I remember an army making that mistake of underestimating them, and oh dear, that's where it went wrong for them. Yeah, you're definitely on the right track. You just need to climb up. And see what's... Ah. Well, I think we can guess where you need to go in order to get to the other tree. And once your transport has arrived, put the lever back in its previous position and get on it quickly. So the black smoke spread across the land, much to the horror of those living in the trees. The question is, what caused this black smoke? Because I highly doubt it's industrialization. You'll need a lever if you want to operate that. Ah, there you go. At least now you know where to go. And not just down that ladder. Survivors flee as those caught in the black smoke will do. Well, good job you have those rapidly growing vines, otherwise you would have had it. Well, at least you know where you are now. Okay, another door. You want to see what's up here. And yeah, I don't think you can make that jump. You're gonna need to find another way across. How about that door? Let's see. You use your glowing vial to grow some miraculous plants and instruct them to brew it into a medicinal tea. They then feed this medicinal tea to the patients, curing them of whatever they were troubled with. You then walk up to the hunter and showed him these miraculous plants. He then explained to the others how quickly it grew and what it was capable of. They seemed excited. And eventually it was grown on a large scale. He then gave one of these plants to a child. This child took it home, and it looks like the alchemist was this child's father. And he was not happy. And the alchemist's wife was not happy with his behavior. Yeah, all is not right here. But what is the connection between this plant, the vials, and the end of this civilization? Ah, yes. Just as you can rapidly grow vines to make a bridge, you could use it to make a ladder here. Oh yes, you're getting close to where you need to be going. Yeah, there are 2 dials missing. And it's clear that this is... I'm thinking that the flooding was not intentional. But this happened over time, and no one was able to get the water out. Largely because they were dead. Now, I hope you're paying attention to the murals down here. Or are you just going to brute force it? Well, it's not the most complicated of locking mechanisms. Yep. Doesn't take much to narrow it down, does it? Yeah, that's clearly where you need to be going. Although you might want to top up your vial before moving on. Yeah, I think you're good for your physical health. Yeah. Clearly hasn't eroded enough. Either that or the... You presiding over the marriage? So you might be a priestess. Yeah, it's clear who the women are. Ah, the local death ritual? Involving lights in the river and the dead being placed on a boat. Ah, someone who's just given birth, and it looks like in this society, men are forbidden to be around during the birthing process. Yeah, no way you're getting across this way. Best head through the door that you've just found. Okay, we've got some dead people and a malevolent looking dead person. Yeah. Might want to figure out how to open that door. Well, that's a good place to start. Unfortunately, it requires something else. And that proves that physical barriers are no barrier for the dark, glowing red guy. Although, let's be honest, if he wanted you dead, he would have done so a lot sooner. Let's see where this dead person is leading. Leading you to where... yeah. Well, at least you have what you need, and... yeah. That guy's back. Yeah, he definitely would have been dead by now. If that was what he wanted. Well, a good thing that there's nothing for you. And, well, there's nothing for you behind you. As those rocks you can't guess. Ah, right. More stasis chambers. Similar to what you've been in. So many. Perhaps not all of them are dead. Perhaps some of them are just in some kind of suspended animation. waiting to be revived. After whatever happened here had passed. Yeah, that's definitely culturally significant. All those sigils, and it looks like you need all 6 to open whatever that is. Yeah, each with a different symbol. Probably their name, the name of whoever's in there, or some kind of identifier. So that you know who's in which stasis chamber. Yeah, clearly this is a meeting place. Huh. Let's see what we have here. So those must be keys. And no, I don't think you have the others yet. If they're anywhere, you'll need to look elsewhere for those. How about in that direction? Well, I am amazed that this building is still standing. Well, if they are still alive but in suspended animation, well, let's see what we have here. Ah, this is the alchemist ordering someone to be put into a casket of some kind. Possibly dead, and the hunter was explaining that he was growing this on a large scale. The alchemist was not happy. Over time, a great city was built on the wonders of this civilization. The alchemist surveyed what was around him. Seeing the smelting going on. The medicinal teas. Given that, and you offered it to him, and he refused it. Suspecting something was wrong. That it was a bit too convenient. That people weren't dying. Yeah. I'm suspecting that this plant part of what caused the downfall of this civilization. What awaits the priestess in the old meeting place? How will she open the way forward? Find out next time on Aporia Beyond the Bounds.